Happy Friday, everybody. Welcome to another stream with ADSR. My name is TAETRO, here today to do some fun stuff. We're going to make some music. We're going to try out a new plugin, a plugin that I haven't really spent a lot of time with, but I'm excited to try it out, demo it for you all. I think it should be a good time. Also work with a fun pack today. We just celebrated 303 Day a couple days ago, so we're going to work with like an acid kind of pack today to make a beat, make some music. But hey, welcome. I'm going to be streaming here live for the next few Fridays, for the foreseeable future, I think. So make sure you're subscribed to ADSR's channel. Make sure you have notifications on so you know when we go live. We'll mostly be going live every Friday at this time. So if this time works for you and you're down for some music production streams, we'll always be making some music. We'll always be checking out some cool plugin. And ADSR always has something cool to offer. For instance, today, if I can get that sentence out, the plugin we're going to be taking a look at, let me show you, is called Valves. It's a tube amp emulation software, VST, I should say. And this is actually coming free with all ADSR purchases this month on ADSR. So whether you're going to buy maybe a sample pack on ADSR or course or something, you should consider the fact that if you're waiting to make a purchase, now might be a good time because you can get this really cool plugin for free with purchase. Well, that's really exciting. I actually have a couple courses on ADSR, so if you're interested in me and what I do, it's worth checking that out. But there's lots of great courses, also lots of great sample packs that I use a lot of, preset packs, etc., etc. I see some folks in the chat. So what's going on? What's up, Andre? What's up, Vadim? What's up, Samuel Messiah, Etienne, Samu Beats, and Zook. What's up? I'm gonna have some cool stuff in the chat. I'm monitoring right now the YouTube chat, but don't worry, the ADSR overlords are also watching all of the chats because we're gonna have a cool little giveaway of a sample pack during the stream or post stream. So get ready for that as we get into things today and we demo this plugin a little bit. We start making some music. I'll show you the sample pack that I'm gonna be working with, and you'll have a chance to win it free. But hey, maybe without further ado, we should get into checking out Valves. Let me pause my background music here. One way I wanted to start today, actually, since this is kind of a tube emulation, can make... I immediately go to guitar when I think about it, right? So... nothing on this right now. This is just a clean nylon guitar that I'm using. What's up, Connor Anderson? And you all can let me know about how the levels are, etc. But anyway, the point of this is, in case you're wondering, the guitar plugin I'm using right now is from Contact. It's the nylon guitar preset in Band. But the reason I picked this is because it's a very clean sounding guitar, and I think that we should dirty it up with Valves. So let's go ahead and bring Valves onto the chain here. I have my basic audio processing rack, which is just some mild compression, an EQ that's not engaged yet, but we can if we want, and then a little bit of reverb, which I have a little bit of reverb on top of this. But anyway, here we've got Valves on, so let's go pre-Valves one more time. This very clean pick to guitar sound, right? And then the initial patch on Valves, the initial preset. Oops, wrong button there. Yes, but you get a feel for it. That's just the initial setting. And what do we have here? 4 sections on this plugin, right? Sophia, what's up? What's up? What's up? Arturo is here as well. Welcome. Zoo Climb is what it sounds like. I don't know what that means. Oh, Zoo Climb is how you say your name. Got it, Zoo Climb. So 4 modules here. We got Valve, Cabinet, the filter, which can either be pre or post valve, and then we've got the master. So it's a fairly simple plugin. There's also some cool features in terms of randomization, but let's go ahead and turn everything off and start to play with some of these parameters one by one. So soft clip is engaged. I'm going to leave that engaged. The first thing is the valve section, which is our tube, right? So triode and pentode, there's 2 different modes there. And let me tell you, I know a little bit about guitar and guitar amps. I tried to look up like what is the difference between triode and pentode, and it's this big complicated thing that has to do with cathodes and the circuitry, et cetera, et cetera. Basically, it has to do with power. So triode would consume less power than pentode. But it does affect the tone, and you let me know if you hear the difference. I definitely hear a difference. I'm going to keep it on triode. All right, let's keep it there. The drive, let's really crank this drive up. Then we're gonna dig into some presets, of course. That's a really warm drive sound, in my opinion. Got it all, you know, cranked up there. Sick Frequencies jumped over to YouTube from Facebook. Hey, what's up? Welcome, thanks for joining. Samuel says the highs. Yes, it definitely crushes the highs. We don't have any filter involved. I mean, that's a little bit of like, that's what tube warmth does, really. How do you like the exciter as Samun Beats? Is this live video? Yes, JHK. But we've also got a tone knob. So there goes like most of those highs, right? Crank them back in, and this is what I do like when I just first start using a plugin, right? I just start cranking knobs. Let's just engage these at 50% again. And we probably don't need the drive all the way up there. But you can see, back to clean, and just by turning the valve on, get that little crunch. From South Korea, welcome, welcome. Thanks for watching. 감사합니다. Right? So we got the filter, and like I said, it can go pre or post valve depending on the sound you're going for. So basically, if it's pre, right, we're probably able to maintain a little bit of the crispiness on top from the valve. We totally open that up. However, if we go post, obviously it'll have a slight difference on the sound. And there's different filter types here too. So maybe I want to do a high pass instead of a low pass. We've got resonance here, that little peak in the filter. HK, I can only say like 2 words in Korean. I definitely can't read it though, but appreciate it. Joseph McCaffrey's in the chat though, so he can have a full conversation with you. Oh, it's already happening. I see. Got it. All right, that's the filter. I know I'm talking over this, but I just want to run through these parameters a lot and then start using it in a musical context. The cabinet is probably my favorite feature. So basically this is the speaker that the sound is coming out of, right? And there's a few different selections here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 selections. You want to go through each of them and just hear what they sound like. That's stuffed. What's bank? Deluxe. Which plugin will be free, bro? The plugin that we're working with right now, Valves by AudioThing. It's a tube amp emulation plugin that comes free with every purchase at ADSR's website. So make sure you use the link in the description to check that out. Check out some of the product offerings. Oops. And take advantage. It's all month too. So if you have something you're thinking about purchasing this month, I really like this orange preset for the cabinet, by the way. The Alchemist Lab, this would sound good on progressive house and trance plucks. Yeah, I think it would sound pretty good on some of the more electronic stuff, which we're going to get into making in a minute. I just wanted to use this more stereotypical application so people can get a feel. But you can hear that each one of these different cabinets has very different character. And I haven't even touched the EQ yet. See, 1965 and 1940. They get real, they live up to their name, that's what I say. Let's go to orange again. And there's also an EQ on this module here. So we can either boost bass or subtract bass, or we can add in or shave off the treble. Very good. And then the master module here, obviously, we can do a mix. So basically fully clean. Basically have it at a halfway. Maintain some of that original sound there, or just crank it up so it's 100%. Output and soft clip. It's really a very simple plugin to use, which I appreciate. I wanted to check out a preset though that I liked using. Dust Factory, I think sounds so cool on this guitar. So you can see that only valve is engaged, but we can go ahead and engage some of these other elements as well. This is just like a straight up very nice bluesy sound, but we can do even more with it, say if we engage the cabinet. I probably wouldn't use that cabinet in particular. Let's go ahead and switch from, I mean, I keep going back to the orange one. And I do have a little bit of reverb on top. But you can hear dialing it in just a little bit. I just really love the bluesy tone. And again, this is just like on a nylon guitar setting, so like it doesn't even really make sense. That's like an acoustic guitar kind of. But you can see we can get this dirty sound so easily. So filter again is not engaged yet, but we can engage it. And let's change the filter type to maybe be a high pass. Bring that resonance down. You can add a lot of character. I can also see myself using these in like a moment in an arrangement or something, like really cueing it in, like perhaps you have like a clean guitar sound. And then maybe you start to have a section where that's the intro. It's just really distorted and maybe it does sound like it's coming from a 1965 speaker. And then the actual beat drops. I don't know. I think that that's probably one big use I would use it for. But hey, this is just using it on guitar. By the way, I'm using the MPK Mini today. In case you're wondering what keyboard I'm using, I'll switch back to that occasionally as we start to make stuff. But one other thing, well, Samu Beats, first of all, says, I have filter 2. It's really good filter with analog sound. Yeah, I think this Valves does a really great job of emulating this analog warmth. It sounds really good, in my opinion. It doesn't sound digital. It sounds as good as digital can get, let's say that. I guess one thing I did not mention, let's turn the valves back on. Actually turn it on. There we go. So there is a randomization tool here, but you don't have to fully randomize the whole plugin. You can lock certain things. So let's say, okay, I want to basically lock all of these parameters. And let's see, actually, I wonder if that locked all of the valve parameters or all of the, yes, okay, good. So it seems like the filter is now changing, right? So I've locked all the parameters on valve, but let's see if we can find a filter that we like by using the randomization. Doesn't seem like the filter type randomizes. Let's make sure it's not locked. Oh, now we're randomizing everything. Here we go. So I might just scan through some of these randomized settings, and when I find a tone that I like, I would just dig in a little deeper, tweak it to my liking even more. This preset has like a slide up version. What's up, Loic? Thanks for joining the stream. So hey, that's valves, but I want to get into making some music with it. So remember, you can get valves for free with any purchase on ADSR this whole month of March. So if you're thinking about buying a course, thinking about buying a sample pack, preset packs, now is the time. Take advantage, get valves for free. Link and information is in the description. Definitely worth checking out if you're going to buy presets and all that stuff anyway. Get yourself free valves. Let's make some music now, though. So what we've got today, I'm going to work with this pack. It's called ADSR Sounds Acid Tracks 303 Tribute, which 2 days ago was March 3rd, 303 day. We've got stuff like these cool loops, which I've been playing lots of Cyberpunk, so they fit right into what so I love these sounds and these loops, but there's also a good selection of drum one-shots and all that stuff. You put utility for after compressor. Utility is at the end of the chain for all of my tracks in case I want to add width or in case I want to adjust the volume, the gain over time. I don't use the mixer to adjust the volume over time. The mixer stays, everything stays where it belongs in the mix, but say something needs to fade in or fade out, or for a section it needs to be quieter, or I just want to add width to a sound, or I want to instantly make a sound mono. That's what the utility is there for. And this sample pack will give to one lucky viewer of the stream for free. So if you want to win this sample pack as we start working with it, drop a fire emoji in the chat. Flames in the chat, please. And you will be entered to win this 303 Acid Tracks sample pack. So just drop some flames in the chat. It's a good way to maybe win some weekend inspiration. Grab yourself a new sample pack for the weekend. ADSR will be in touch after the stream if you are the winner. So just type some flames in chat. Did you like Grimes' album for Cyberpunk? I did, Sophia, I did. It's kind of dope. I was very influenced by Grimes early on. But hey, I know what loop I want to use already. I did some homework ahead of time. I really like that one. Is that way louder than everything else for you all? It is for me. So I'm going to work with this loop actually. And Valves is already on this track. We're going to use Valves in a creative way for this. So you can see I've slowed it down a bit. I wonder if you all like the original tempo, which is a lot faster. I kind of like the slower tempo, especially if we're going to build a beat around this. I see the flames coming through in the chat. Somebody's going to win this pack for sure. All right, so there's construction kits, which are like basically a collection of the one-shots that you could put onto a single kit. And there's also loops. But I'm going to go through the one-shots and build up my own kit that I think will go well with this sound. So let's pick a kick first. Maybe let's pick 2 kicks. So this one is a bit gentler. Then I want a heavy one, which number 5 I'm drawn to. I do hear the difference there. Great, let's keep going. What do we have for perks? Oh, that's cool. Let's see what these snares are doing. The chat is on fire. Those are kind of my 2 snare sounds. Oh, there's claps and snares. I just realized that. Let me go ahead and put these perks up here or something. I'll definitely use them, but perfect. All right, those are all claps. We have a clap. Let's find a snare. Actually, number 1 sounds clean. I look for a snare. Not too much robustness in the low end. I don't want it interfering with my kick or bass. Of course, I can handle that with EQ. Kind of like that one, though. Great. What's in here for cymbals? I wonder if these are... Oh, yeah, nice. They are. Hi-hats. Didn't know if there'd be like crazy crashes or something. That's a good closed sound. That's a good sound for like a hook. What's up, Zen? Thanks for hanging out. All the members from my channel. It's weird seeing your names without your little icon next to your name. All right, let me go ahead and put these perks here so I can play with them a little bit. What feel are we going for here? Four to the floor. What is this like if we go back up to 120, which is this loop's original? Let's just do it. Let's just go for it, huh? Hey, curious about the plugin. I was thinking about getting Vibes by, well, Vibes not by ADSR, but yes, we did it on last stream. So interesting to see what the freebie is like. Yeah, well, this week we're doing the Valves plugin, which we just kind of demoed, but I'm going to put on some of these instruments as well. Let me just do this 4 to the floor bass real quick. Great. 4 bars of 4 to the floor. Now, with Valves, I'm pretty interested in the filter for this. I'm not so certain that we need the cab here. I'll put valve on. But you can hear that that's going to be really fun to play with over time. And this cutoff, which really quick, let me just map cutoff to my encoder so I can adjust it on the fly. me go ahead and map the drive as well. Just having it engaged a little bit, you can see does change the character of the sound. We open up that filter ever so slightly when the filter's opened up, but that drive is definitely adding some color. Anything we can do to kind of get the sound to sound a little more unique, right? Hello, Pedro. Now, I know I keep messing with the tempo, but let's experiment again. Go down to 94. The program Ableton Live, and we can also set up ourselves a little sidechain compressor action here. I can't decide on a tempo. Do you guys prefer the slower or the faster? Please let me know. This is like slower. We'll go up to 120. What do you prefer? 120, 90 range? Let me know. Let me know, chat. I feel like I'm gravitating towards the faster tempo, but I'm willing to go in the direction the chat would like. Faster, says Mark. Well, Mark, I'm with you. Let's do it. Let me add some more perk hits. I'm sure we can, yeah, everybody's saying faster. Okay, let's do it. This is not the usual thing for me, but we'll give it a shot. Let's just add some more hits here. Great, and I'm gonna just even out the velocity on this. I'll probably use full level for the rest of this. And let's create some stereo magic, just to keep the mix interesting. After hearing fast and slow, I bias towards fast because this is the first one I heard. Yeah, I feel that. All right, cool. Let's continue to add some samples from this pack, which one lucky winner will get after the stream. Where is the sample packs? There we go. All right, perks, where you at? Ooh, that's fun. Gotta go to my other bank for this. Whoops. That's not what I wanted to do. Let's just fill a bunch more of these. This could be fun if it gets tuned. Actually, we could probably turn that into an instrument now that I think of it. So I've got Simpler loaded here. This has got some tones. Let's play it. Let me get some of that low end out of there. It's almost got like a 8-bit vibe to it. Let's put reverb on it. I like it less. Great. That's easy. And we can boost it in the mix, but we can also boost the gain here. I'm going to check out the EQ. There's something I want to take out. That's where all the tone is, that frequency. There's a little too much crisp on the top, though. And what happens if we warp it? Not what we want. Definitely not. Let's leave it unwarped for now. I think you must add the string instrument, kind cello or violin. That would be dramatic. Maybe. A little delay on top. Yeah, let's just add this nice little melody on top. Ready? Right there. I think I'll take that. Let's see if Quantize does what we want it to do. Do we give it the same treatment, the same side chain? Maybe just a little less. Remember, that's just a percussion sample from the pack, so that's cool. I think we'll probably need a version of this with some type of hi-hats. I mean, it's got that perk, but I mean like a steady hi-hat. And I do have one. What do you guys think? Snare or clap on the 2 and 4? That's clap. And here's snare. What do you think? A little snare, a little clap? Let me know. I'm gonna experiment with what I think about these hats. Boatload of reverb on the melody. Say no more. With taste. Clap, I hear. That was the first thing I saw. I see 2 claps. Let's do it. Too easy. Now there's drum loops. I'm curious if there's a top loop that we could use. Oh, that has those toms in it. We'll have to tune these, but I think they could work. Let's see, some of these might get confusing with the tones and stuff, but... Ooh. Let me just see if I can tune this really quick. Let's just see what happens if I put a tuner on this, because I'm not quite hearing it, but I really like that rhythm. Here we go. What do I want? I want the tuner, audio effects. Yeah, that's not quite helping. Oh, but I don't want to delete it. Let's keep it. I think I can get it close tonally, but I can also, if we're just using it as a top loop, literally just using the top. Cool. I'm stoked with that. I'm getting a lot of red in the master already, so I'm just gonna pull everything down. I'll give you guys a little bit more. Great. Now don't forget, we've got this fun situation to play with here. You guys are getting crazy in the chat with this clap and snare talk. It's not that serious, but Connor said something about a reverse clap, which kind of actually makes me excited. Let's do that. All right, sample packs. Let's go to the one shots. I actually think that, so the reverse idea is what inspired me the most. I wonder if adding a reverse hi-hat in here would be helpful. So I can put it right there and I can hit the reverse button. Which, why am I lost all of a sudden? That can absolutely fit. It's got to be way quieter. Cool. So let's mix that. Let's push it a little left. I want to have that lead up to a snare or a clap, like a down, like a hit. So probably here. No, I meant here. Let's make sure the timing is right though. So I got to make sure the sample length is correct. Just one of those, I think. I think that works. Maybe center it though. And I think even better is, oops, that's not what I wanted. Let's duplicate this clip. I would like a version without that, so we actually have an option to add it in or subtract it. Should it happen every time, I wonder? Let's see. What would you have it default to, Samuel Messiah? That's a lot of fun. What if we take away the main loop there? I think we have a nice little drum section going. Maybe there's one more tops loop that we can use. Whoa, that's a lot. Again, these are all in the pack. That one lucky viewer will win. One lucky viewer who typed flame emojis, that is. So if you're just tuning in, you better type your flame emojis. So hear how that one's kind of like a little more open, like a little more energy. That's exactly what I wanted. I wanted like a closed version. I can even use the like beats trick here to make it even shorter and tighter. So it gives me something to go to when I need more energy, right? HBTV in the house. What's up, my friend? I am stoked. I really like that. I want to see what's in here, though, because some of these construction kits have interesting things. And I just want to take a look within the construction kit, seeing if there's anything else I might want to turn into an instrument. Like some of these perks are very good for that. Let's just scan through the one-shots that are in these construction kits. Whoa, that's a lot. That's some straight up techno stuff. What do the stems sound like? Let's see. I can totally mess with some of these stems. Oh, should we get a little vinyl crackle in here? Let's do it. Just a little bit. It'll add character. Is it looping? Let's loop it. Not like that. There we go. Now we're at retro. Come on, stem. That's top loops. All right, again, looking. Not that. I wonder. That is a straight up what do you call it? Interval though. So I wonder if we can even use this. We can try. That adds a layer of epicness, no? I want to loop the first 4 bars because I don't know what comes next. Stole the stem. Drop the kick and hats for a bit? Sure. We should have that anyway. Let's do a version no kick. What up, Anant? I love these strings. They definitely need a little more gain, I would say. Is there a quick normalize button here? I forget. If not, we just go here. Layer of epicness, right? We can add some reverb. Get it. And of course we don't have our kick going, so there's no sidechain happening at the moment, but when it does, let's mess with our valves filter again. Even just bringing in that drive. I'm having too much fun today. All right, this is good. I was wondering if I need a bass line, so I can dig into Serum probably to do that. That's very, very exciting. Let me go into my packs because I have a few ADSR packs. I don't know if 808s are the way to go. Let's see. What's in this Dreamwave pack for basses, I wonder? That could probably work. I want something a lot simpler. Could work. Don't know if it'll clash though. What key are we even in? We're in G. So I guess that could be a bass line for sure. I wonder what valves would do to this bass line. Let's give it a shot. I wonder if we can get a nice, robust, low sound with this. Let me scan through a couple more sounds really quick before I decide on that one. Honestly, that's a lot closer to what I want, I think. Sure, that works. But like I said, let's give it a shot. Valves. Ooh. Now, tone-wise, it is a bass line. What's engaged here? What's on? Everything is on. Okay. Roll back treble a little. Again, might want to make this mono because it's bass line. Boost that bass. Oof. Listen to that. Like, I feel bad when I crank things all the way because I feel like that's not what you're supposed to do, but however, it sounds beefy though, no? And I think having that filter is good. Is that overkill on the drive? Let's hear it in the mix. What do y'all think? I mean, listening to it on its own, it almost gives it a retro vibe, but I feel like that is just better. More powerful with less drive. Yeah, I always tend to go extreme. Like how the light on the tube turns off when you turn the valve off. But you don't have to wait for these tubes to warm up, that's for sure. I also turned it off mono because I thought it sounded better in the mix a little wider. Let's record this bass line though. Just slightly different both times around. How do we feel about this? This is a lot of good parts here. I wonder if it's worth maybe adding one more synth layer and then starting to rearrange, or not rearrange, just arrange. Because we have a lot of good parts here. I'm going to turn valves off on this. If we need it, I'll turn it back on. I just wonder if, because there's so much. That loop does a lot. It occupies a lot of space. Which, by the way, like, what happens if we take this loop and we do this? Really mess it up. I almost want another version of that with more reverb. Where is it? Where is it? Reverb, reverb. After valves. It's in the same key as What's Next by Drake. Maybe a remix? That's a cool idea. I don't want to get copyright claim though. So yeah, that's a version of that, but I also... Oh, I didn't even think of layering them. Mind blown. But I want to do one that's not as weird and messed up, like one higher octave one. So let's listen to the difference if we just have one of these. Kind of losing the attack on that one because the way it's being warped. But then adding this on top. And I slightly detuned it. I'm feeling it. Ballet Joseph, what's up? I'll save that after. Counterproductive since you are pitching it up to save space. Oh yeah, true. But now imagine, like, it's still an option though, Connor, right? So like if I turn off the main one, but then eventually when I want to hit the big drop, big hook or whatever, like having them both come in is going to be so much more powerful. We're not talking about mastering today, my friend, but there's lots of good tutorials out there. I just feel like there's one more. I'm not armed on that track that I want to be, am I? No. I feel like there's one more synth layer to be had. I feel like there's room for it. I'm gonna find it. Something like that, right? One more time. I think I can do it. It's very close. What do we think? What do we think? Tropical acid? Yeah, I don't know. I think my ignorance in genres in this field is sort of like helpful because it doesn't get me stuck in a box. Like I don't feel like, oh, this isn't an acid sound or this isn't a house sound or whatever. I just kind of put together what I think sounds good. I don't know. So how would I arrange all this? Well, that's a big question, isn't it? Should we do a quick arrangement to end off today's stream? Thank you all so much for tuning in, by the way. We're live every Friday here making some music, working with different plugins, working with different packs. It's a good time. So make sure you subscribe to ADSR's channel, ring the bell so you know when we go live. We'll be live at this time every Friday. We'll keep it pretty consistent. And yeah, my name is TAETRO. I also have my own YouTube channel, youtube.com/TAETRO, where I stream 3 days a week, Tuesday, Thursdays, and Saturdays. So come join in the fun. Some folks that are in the chat are already members on the channel. We're on a road to 100 members over there. But yeah, always music making, trying out different controllers and stuff, reviewing music, etc., etc. This is not what I wanted to start with. I wanted to start with the deep one, I think. And we'll filter it in. Stick valve on that last riff? Yes, potentially. But I think I want to keep it to a clean sound, but when we get to that point in the arrangement, I might give that a try. Billboard Shah, thanks. What I want to do is do a nice intro, maybe a full 8-bar intro with this. And I want to automate that. I want to automate the drive and the filter on valves. Just like that. So I only want to record for that section. And then let's do it. Here we go. Great. And then a little dip in the cutoff there at the end. Oops, I was accidentally recording that MIDI track for no reason. All right, this will be a good little intro here. Guys, I'm getting ready for when live shows come back, right? I'm gonna have all music like this. I'm gonna be on the stage. And then, let's drop it in again. That's not what I wanted. I keep doing the wrong thing. I'm not labeling the tracks, so here I want to bring that drive down. Oops, yes, keep that drive down for most of these. Only want the drive engaged at that little beginning. Sequence. Maybe I'll bring it back in for another purpose later. But Valves has dirtied up our synth sound here, and we're ready to go. And I wonder, maybe the filter should go normal here. Paul Brown, it's youtube.com/TAETRO, TAETRO. I'll try to make sure it's in the description for the next few Friday streams too. Clearly we need some drums, right? That's where we drop our first 4 to the floor, I assume. Is that how this genre works? And then we probably, nope. Then we probably drop, that's strings. Where's my hi-hat? This hi-hat. Here we go. A little hi-hat action. Okay. Baseline time. Now we're not doing any of the fun stuff like dropping it out. TAETRO. Is that what I want to say? Yeah, Billboard Shaw typed it. Baseline time. And then we're going to add some like fun bells and whistles too. Now I think here's where we add that upper octave version. Sorry if my bouncing around is making people dizzy. I don't know why that's so big. It might be worth actually automating that filter just to come down as this new version comes in. Can we do the same? I like using this filter in Valves. So instead of just dropping that in there, let's filter it in here. No. Where's the filter cutoff? Here it is. So let's have it at full strength. There. They're kind of crossing each other. All right, we definitely need some bells and whistles, like some risers and stuff, but what is here? Do we have anything on our downbeats yet? We haven't even added clap or anything yet. And we need to. Why do I have 2 of those? They're exactly the same. All right, let me go ahead and duplicate that. Duplicate that. So, big dramatic thing. And let's introduce this lead synth. Let me just listen to this leading up. Valve sounds great. I just got to pick up what to buy now. Hey, there's lots of options. Courses, sample packs, all that stuff. So it's like a win-win. Like, get yourself some new sounds, get yourself a plugin, get yourself a course, get a new plugin. I almost wonder if I should do something else there. Or like an even shorter. And then, you know what I'm thinking? A little of this action. I know what I did wrong. We start filtering that in again. And then, what have I not used yet? Oh, the strings. The strings are like the big triumphant like ending situation. So we need a kick dropout here. We haven't done a kick dropout yet. So that will be, it's your time, kick dropout. Let's go here. Single kick on this one. Boom. And then we'll go back to 4 to the floor. Why don't I just copy that from here? And then we'll do some type of fill like leading up to it, which I hate programming drum fills, but it's for the good of the cause. And of course, what we're gonna do is drop this one. It's got all its filter and everything on it. But I want to go ahead and filter this in over time, probably starting here. Grayed out, but we don't need to be. Unsolo. All right, and actually, I probably want a little drive is okay, actually. I actually wonder if just no drums there and then like a big clap or snare fill or something, right? Let's insert a MIDI, empty MIDI clip. Not what I want, but that sounds cool. Just one kick there on that downbeat. No clap. Something like that, right? I can do it better than that, of course. Let's record on top of that. We're adding to it. Only record within these brackets. 2, 3, 4. Oops, I accidentally double hit it there. And then downbeat. That's kind of weak, but we would obviously add to it. I just want to get through a basic arrangement here so that we can reflect on what we've done today within the hour. Let's drop it in. And this is our synth. And of course, we'll have our strings come in naturally. Oh, you know what? We didn't use that other melody yet. So I think that this is probably a good place for it to come in. Probably be filtered in. Just a little something like that. We want reverb there, but. All right, what did I say I want to do? I want to filter it. Okay, EQ, filter, auto filter. Arc the filter coming in so it comes in a tiny bit faster. Arc the filter. Yeah. I don't even know what filter we're talking about at this point. It's too many. I just want to get through the arrangement. Put this on the other side and put reverb on top of this for sure. I might get rid of the reverb on the actual thing. I missed the reverb. So, this is like my favorite thing to do, like obviously because I've already done it, but it's take the same exact thing. We don't need this filter here though. We can roll these off. And make a higher octave version of things. It's just what I like to do to make things sound that much more epic, you know? Okay, we need our drums to come in a big way here. Boom, right like that. That. Except we don't need a filter there. We do not need a filter. Let's just disengage the filter entirely on this track. And then for this one, filter can be off for this section. Off. And it can be off in perpetuity until we decide to turn it back on. First time I saw that you can grab clips and lay them in. What do you mean, Jersey boy? You mean like pulling them from the other screen and pulling them over here? I mean, that makes... All right, bass line, we'll make that much better. We'll do a couple tape stops, I think, as well. Where's the big... Yeah, that's the one. Not the one we've already used, right? Cool. Beisha, what's good? Annyeonghaseyo. Wow, spelt it out. Are you behind in this stream? Annyeonghaseyo. Honestly, that clap needs reverb on it, I think, in general, right? All right, reverb. Where is the reverb? Probably high reverb, let's not clutter it up. Hi, I'm 9. Please, can you give me a shout out? Everybody, please welcome in the chat. We have none other than Destructive Sounds. Welcome. How's that for a shout out? Yeah, Mehdi, nobody's saying that Live hasn't had that. He was just saying that it's the first time he's seen it, which is totally valid because it's not the most obvious thing. All right, you all know what I like to do. We grab this Max for Live device called Pitch Drop. You're back to Ableton. I wonder what other DAW did you try and what made you want to come back? Activate the drop here. Where do we activate the drop? Right there. Activate drop. That's it. We could probably use that somewhere else too. Like there. What if we did it for a whole bar? No, I don't want to do that. False alarm. Please, can you collab with me? No. You're 9 years old, don't ask people for collabs. If you're 40 years old, don't ask people for collabs. With peace and love. You don't need to collab with anybody at the moment. Build up your own stuff. People will come and ask to collab with you once you've got your skills built out, my friend. But keep pushing. You're 9. If you start now, work hard. You'll be better than me by the time you're my age, for sure. Also, destruction sounds. Don't spam the chat either. Age doesn't have to do with anything. But it's easier to teach these lessons to younger people now. Learn this lesson at 9 because I get grown people in my DMs asking me for collabs for no reason. So that's not where I wanted that pitch drop, guys. You all let me put it there, and you know that's not where it's supposed to go. But yeah, it doesn't have to do anything with it except that destructive sounds is now going to have the advantage because he learned that lesson at 9, where most of the people in my DMs are just not learning the lesson and they're like 20, 30, 40. Let's do it. All right, here comes our big build-up section. Destructive sounds. No. I cannot give you feedback on your music either. The reason for that is I get hundreds of messages asking me to check out your music or like give feedback, right? The best thing for you to do, anybody, like, don't ask for feedback unless somebody's doing a feedback stream. Like, unless somebody's like calling for like, hey, send your tracks, I want to give feedback or whatever. Unless maybe somebody has lessons where they give feedback, right? But don't go like cold asking somebody for feedback. You're not going to get a lot of responses. And people do certain things where they do streams where they do feedback and stuff. I also have that on my channel as well. But the best thing for you is not to ask for feedback, but to just consume as much knowledge as possible and keep improving, you know? Don't ask for random people on the internet for feedback, you know? Lamau, Medi said is cocky. Yeah, okay. You don't have to be sorry, Destructive Sounds. I'm not mad. You're still welcome on the stream and everything, you know? I recommend you like rewind the stream, rewatch the process, like take as much learning from it as you can and just keep getting better and better and better. But people get hung up on like, can I get feedback? Can I get this? Will you give me a shout out? Like, it's all not important. Just keep building up your skills. I didn't add any risers here yet, but we will add some. 1, 2, ready. Ah, that kind of was lame, huh? I feel like it didn't come in on time or something. Could have been better. Gingle track, Gingle gang in the chat. Why do I feel like that kick is not hitting there at the beginning? What genre are you doing and who is your inspiration? Good question. I don't know what genre you would call this. We're using an acid pack. I don't really make acid music at all. I'm actually not a fan of acid music. This is some kind of house or something. Techno acid, tropical acid, somebody said. Or ADSR said in the chat, which is funny. It could be considered that. I just want to see if I have any quick samples that are like just something stupid to put in here. But who's my inspirations? I It's hard to say. I listen to a lot of pop music, so I try to keep up with trends as much as possible. Not for the sake of keeping up with trends, but for the sake of that's just what I like. So let's just turn that on, turn it off, and turn it on here. I probably shouldn't have it on the first of all, we can definitely add that a little sub drop in there to even make it hit harder. The pitch drop sounds like a trashy snare. You sound like a trashy snare, Samuel Messiah. JK, JK, JK. I'm just grabbing these random samples from the library here. I definitely don't need this complete control, so let me get rid of it. I think that the issue with the pitch drop is I need to put it on individual tracks and not on the master. So let me just experiment with that for a moment. We are copying the automation as well. So now I'm going to delete it off the master and see. And we should add it to the drums too, I think. Yeah, I think a riser is going to help a lot with it. So let me just grab one of those really quick. Maybe. I'm very like, let's just throw it in and try it, you know? And we probably could get like a much bigger, not a chord, not that. Something big. White noise, just straight up white noise riser will do. Let's just stack these, and we can even have one of those when it drops. Could be that, but it could also drop on that fourth beat. And I think I'm just going to straight up mute the drums there. What do we think of that? I think that's okay. Also, these strings could add some suspense ahead of time, I think. Fade them in. Barbecue forever. You're here late. Yes, you'll be able to watch this stream from the beginning. You can watch it from the beginning right now. It will stay up after we're live. Let's straight up mute that track there. Boom. Give it some bounce and fade the song in. we are fading the song in a way, filter wise. I wonder what you mean by give it some bounce, Destructive Sounds. What do you mean by give it some bounce? Heavier sidechain? I definitely think we could add more to this kick, no? There's a lot going on with the kick, but what would happen if, and going on 90 minutes, which I'm okay with because I'm having fun making this track, but I will need to jump soon. Let me really quick add some drive and color. Drum bus. Very good for making some beefier kicks. We can turn up the transient, get a little bit of that smack at the beginning. We can also turn up boom. But what's that? That's gonna mess with our sidechain a bit. Because now the sidechain would be getting like this really long signal. But by turning up those transients a little bit, we do get a little more. It's also not unheard of to stack kicks, but I'm not going to do that right now. So since like this lead comes in and then I can definitely bring that one down here at the moment. That's the bass line. That's not what I want to do. This is the thing I want to bring down. And we could push this maybe to the right. It doesn't need to be down center. The point is we want a big epic ending. Maybe even more reverb. And it doesn't need to be this loud here either. I more just want it in the background. Push stuff in the background by using volume or by shaving off highs. Watching your process is motivating. Jersey boy, I'm so glad you say that because that's why I do this, right? I want people to be motivated to go make their own stuff. I want you to learn something new to make your own stuff, etc. I mean, give it some whoop whoop and some nice mellow transients. I don't know about all that. But thank you for your suggestion, Destructive Sounds. I think we've taken this track as far as we can take it today. Let's listen to it back. Hopefully you all have been enjoying the stream. I'm here every Friday on ADSR's channel, on my own channel. By the way, that crispy distortion and filter situation is from Valves. You can get that for free with every purchase on ADSR. This month, take advantage. One lucky winner will be getting the acid pack that we've been using today from chat. ADSR will be in touch if you're the winner. With peace and love, don't send messages and say, did I win? Did I win? Did I win? Because you will get a message if you won. And only one person out of all the people watching will win. Whoop, whoop. Mark says, what a fun stream to go with my morning cup of tea. Cup of tea. Thanks, mate. Glad you liked it. I've got my own channel, youtube.com/TAETRO, T-A-E-T-R-O. Paul Brown just typed it in the chat so you know how to spell it. Would love for you all to join me on one of my live streams on a Tuesday, Thursday, or Saturday because I'm live 3 days a week on my own channel. Let's see how this little build-up does. We need more effects throughout, but thank you, Leon. That's it. We would obviously go for longer, maybe add some more sections, add some more of these bells and whistles, the FX, etc. But hey, not bad. Recap real quick. Make sure if you're going to buy yourself some presets, some sample packs, some sound packs, or some courses on ADSR, all month you'll get Valves for free, which is this nice tube emulation plugin, which we use to color some of our sounds today. One lucky winner is going to win samples, a sample pack that we were using today. It's called ADSR Sounds Acid Tracks 303 Tribute. If you don't want to have to worry about winning or not winning or whatever, and you're just interested in checking out the pack, you can check out the link to it in the description. Like I said, my name is TAETRO, T-A-E-T-R-O, and I'm streaming live every Friday here on ADSR. So tune in for that same time. Make sure you're subscribed and you have the bell notifications on so you know when we go live. I also have my own YouTube channel, youtube.com/TAETRO, where I make videos. And I also stream live 3 times a week, Tuesday, Thursdays, and Saturdays. So please consider not only tuning in for the ADSR streams, but also tuning in for my own streams where we have a good time. We do different stuff, music making, work with different kinds of gear, MIDI controllers, etc. I've got sample packs and stuff of my own. But that's going to be it for today. Thank you for everybody who was tuning in. Really appreciate you all. Hope to see you next Friday. Hope to see you on a future stream on my own channel. Shout out to all my members that came and showed off or showed up to today's stream. Really appreciate you all. I'll see you all tomorrow night on tomorrow night's stream. It should be a good time. Yes. Thank you all. Gingle gang. That's going to be it. This has been TAETRO for ADSR. Have a good one.